Hello, my name is Ismi Adriani Putri and I'm from Bina University. Today, I want to speak up about health, specifically about mental health on teenagers around me. There are three main points that I want to cover. Firstly, about the problems that teenagers face. Secondly, about what makes this topic important for us. Lastly, about the solutions that might help to face this problem. So, I'm currently joining a dance community where the majority of the members are teenagers from the age of 13 to 20. I can say that 95% of them have done self harming, and there are three main reasons on why they were hurting themselves. First is because they feel stressed and under pressure. The causes of the stress and pressure are varied. It could be family problem, bullying, or even love problem. All these problems created something that might be indescribable within them, so they decided to release the pain through the wounds on their body from self-harming. Second is because they feel overwhelmed. Teenagers tend to overthink every little thing that happens to them as if it was their fault. This unconsciously builds a thought that demands them to blame themselves for it. The solution is again hurting themselves to stop them from feeling guilty. The last one is coming from the outside. Most of them who did self-harming were usually feeling so lonely and had no one to lean on. They thought that their friends were not really care enough to listen to their problems and they only had themselves. So they gave vent by hurting themselves because they need to feel real pain and not the one that comes from within them. According to World Health Organization, suicide cases caused by depression is the highest cause of death in young people from the age of 15 to 29. Next, I want to explain about the importance of this topic. First, mental health is really urgent because the illnesses are mostly unnoticeable, so this could happen to anybody without we can pay any attention. This issue affects our mind and not necessarily our body. So people with mental illnesses usually don't really show any symptom because they can easily hide it. So therefore, this needs more attention to prevent the teenagers from having suicidal thoughts and to prevent the teenagers from doing harmful things like self-harming. Second is because this topic is still considered as taboo in our society. Usually when someone finds out that their friend is having a mental illness, they might think that this person is lacking of faith and not that close to their God. Or even worse, they might think that this person is crazy. But for me, that's definitely wrong because this has nothing to do with what we believe. Even someone with the strongest faith could feel stressed because of one problem and another. Last is to spread awareness and to educate people so they don't joke around about someone's mental condition and to make them realize that this thing is real. I myself have an anxiety disorder and it's really frustrating because I have to feel afraid of everything, even to something that doesn't really make sense. Fortunately for me, I have my family and my friends who are really supportive of my condition. However, it doesn't rule out the possibility that there are people out there who have to be laughed at or even have to be dissociated just because they have mental illness. This is why this topic has to have our attention just like any other common illnesses. Last, I want to explain about the solutions that will hopefully help us in facing this problem. First, if someone comes to share their problems with us, we have to be all ears. We have to appreciate them because out of all people they know, they choose us to share their problems with. It means that they trust us. So we have to assure them that we understand what they feel and we have to calm them down. We don't always have to give solutions to their problems because sometimes all they need is to be heard and to be told that they are not alone. Second, never ever compare their problems with ours because this is not a competition. If we're doing so, it will only make them think that they really are all alone and have no one to lean on. Everybody has their own portions of problems and we have different ways to cope with it, so just simply don't put their problems into comparison. The last solution is for anybody who think that their mental is affected and feel like something is not right with their mind. If you started to hurt yourself, it is one of many signs that you have to go to see the professionals. By going to a psychologist or to a psychiatrist, it means that you help yourself to prevent your mind from hurting your body. because to be treated by the right person might be the last and the best solution to do. Okay, so let me just summarize the main points that I have talked about. Mental health is really important because this is something that mostly unnoticeable and this could happen to anybody around us. We have to start normalize this issue because this is not something taboo to be discussed. People have to realize that this thing is real. However, there are several ways to deal with this problem. We can start by appreciating people that comes to share their problems with us. We have to stop comparing their problems with ours. And for anybody who feels like not in the right state of mind, please do seek some help from the professionals. Okay, so that's it for me. I hope I delivered my message clearly. So thank you for your attention and goodbye.